Welcome back to Open Line. We're talking with two members from the Policing Policy Commission. Dwight Lewis, Margie Quinn, they're joining us via Zoom. And we have a bunch of calls. We're going to go back to the phones here. Let's go to Johnny as we talk about the Metro Police Department. Johnny, what's on your mind?
Hello?
Johnny, hello. Yeah, what's on your mind?
Yes, sir. First off, I've got a couple, just about three things here. First off, there's bad apples in everything. Everybody goes McDonald's, Hardee's, everywhere. You get different, sometimes you might get a good burger, sometimes you might not. I think we do need, as far as training, I've been in the military. We did a lot longer stint than the police officers do. I think they need a little bit more training on that. I think we're past this. To defund the police would not be good because we don't want a bunch of rednecks running around, with weapons trying to serve as police officers. And last thing is to the people that, I don't think it's so much as a racist thing. I've seen good in everybody as far as cops, white, black. I think we just quit doing stupid things. If you get told to stop, lay down, don't move, quit doing that. Don't try to run and turn around and do stupid stuff, and you won't get shot. That's my final thoughts, and y'all have a good night. Thank you.
Okay. Dwight, when you said that there were intense debates within this commission, this 42-member commission, use of force and some of the things we just heard, was that some of what was said in these debates?
I don't think, I don't recall hearing any conversations, one about defunding the police. I don't recall any conversations. There were some conversations about no-knock policies and some heated debates. One of the things that we said we wanted, that most of the members of the commission said, we want guardians, not warriors, on our police department. And it had someone, I remember, a writer from the Washington Post appeared before the commission. And he's written a book about policing. But we want to make sure there may be a time for force. Hope never that's the case. That's not the case. But we have to talk about and look at what we do. One of the things I remember Mayor Cooper saying early on was that we want to make sure these things happen. The recommendations that we make, the good recommendations, we hope all of them are good. We want to make sure that they happen. But one of the things that stuck with me was that I heard a commission member say, I think it was Sharon Roberts. She said, I think it was her that said, when we leave here, when this commission is over, when our time is up, we want to have solutions that will make even little kids feel better when they leave out of the house. That's what we want. And we have to work together as a city, not one organization, but all organizations, to help make this a better police force.
Okay. Margie, I'll let you comment on this next call. Let's go to
Sure.
Bill. Hello, Bill.
Yeah, good evening.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, I retired with 28 years on the department. And I feel I did 28 good years, and I was very proud of that department. And I'm tickled to death to see John Drake get put in as chief. It's my opinion, it's the opinion of a lot of officers. The last two chiefs we had destroyed morale on that department. It was horrible. I still talk to a lot of young officers at FOP meetings and that, and I think they're all happy that we got John Drake in there now. I've worked for some darn good chiefs that we'd do anything for. Chief Turner, he was great to work for. Debbie Faulkner, got Butch Kirshner, and of course, Joe Casey. They treated us right, but on their last two chiefs, talk about micromanage. They had more, the morale was horrible. You can ask any of the officers on there, and I am tickled to death to see John Drake in there, and I think he'll boost morale on that department, which means a lot to people.
Okay, thank you. 28 years. There's somebody who is 28 years on the force. Happy to see Chief Drake, the chief, What do you think about that, Margie Quinn? And again, that last or two callers ago, they did question, is somebody who's been within the department the right choice to be a change agent? But I'll let you comment on all that we've heard there.
Yeah, sure. I think it's fine to be skeptical and watchful. I think you've got to give him a chance to show what he's going to be able to do. To a person, every police officer I talked to in the last 3 or 4 months, and I know quite a few of them, every single one of them wanted John Drake as their next police chief, and I think that says a lot for him. And so, I think that just because he came up from within doesn't mean he can't make substantive changes and evolve this police department into a modern 21st century policing agency. It's going to take, as Mr. Lewis said in the beginning, it's not just on John Drake. It's on the entire community to help him to weigh in, to establish the relationships. When I was asked to be on the commission, it wasn't because I had 2.5 decades of policing. I came on as the CEO at End Slavery Tennessee as a community stakeholder, as a nonprofit who's working with victims of crime, a nonprofit who's working closely with the Metro Police Department on, a daily or weekly basis. And so I think all these stakeholders that were brought on to the Policing Commission enabled everybody to have a voice, and everybody was heard. And the recommendations that may not be strong enough for some, maybe too strong for others. But I think in the end, we got consensus from a pretty disparate group. And that took a lot of doing and a lot of talking. And so I'm very pleased with the final outcome of the commission's work.
Okay. All right. We're going to take another break. We'll come back, try and get more calls. We'll take a break. Be back right after this.